my name is Tiffany Addison, and I am a filmmaker, producer, and lead actress on my short film, which is called Road to Freedom. And I'm very proud of this project because it was my very first project that I wrote. And it took a lot, and it's actually personal to my life. It's about a female who is proposed to by a man that's in her life, and before she gives him an answer, she does a self-evaluation check, like a self-check within herself to see if she's in the right position in order to say yes to him. So she goes on this journey from a child to a teenager to an adult with these series of events that have taken place in her life. And it just really expresses that you need to come to a resolve within yourself in order to move forward to make sound decisions for yourself. And I feel like we don't really understand that we don't really get that what we have been exposed to in our lives, in our past, if we don't have a resolve within those issues, that could influence the type of decisions that we make.
Yeah, it leaves you carrying around a bunch of baggage.
Exactly. Yeah, so it means a lot to me. It's a lot of the events that takes place in the short film. It's inspired by my life, but not all so true to my life. So it's sort of like a little testimony. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So you said this is your first film?
It is.
So had you directed anything before?
No.
Or produced anything before?
No.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Coming straight out the gate, getting right into the Black Harvest Film Festival.
It's amazing. Like, we put the production up in April of this year. We had a one-day shoot. We had it edited and completed within like 3 weeks. We had a preview for it like that next month. And then now it's in the Black Harvest Film Festival, and then it was also accepted to another film festival, Peachtree International Film Festival. So I'm excited for what's happening, the momentum it's getting. Yeah.
You should be excited.
Thank
Talk to
you.
me about what the experience was like. And you can put on whatever hat you want, as the writer, as the director, as the producer, as the actress.
I would say as the director, it was an amazing experience. You know, I feel that I was truly blessed with a lot of talent, individuals who are very, very experienced in their area of expertise, like the DP who is shooting the film, and the gaffer, and you know, just all those different roles that you have to fill. I felt blessed because, to be honest, I feel like, why am I taking the credit for this amazing piece of work that I feel it turned out to be? But it was a collective, you know, collaboration. Everyone had input. You know, it was just like artists just coming together to, you know, create. And it just felt wonderful. It was so smooth. Everything fell in line. We actually were done before schedule. It just was a very smooth set, you know, and I spoiled everybody. Like, I felt like, you know, because I didn't have the money to, you know, pay actors and do different things like this, I really wanted to show my appreciation. So I had a chef, a private chef, and I just wanted to make sure that the environment was something that they could remember, even though that I wasn't able to give them a monetary, you know, payment. There you go. Yeah.
So was it difficult, or was it a breeze for you to kind of transition out of those
difficult? It was extremely difficult. And one thing I would say, for me, I don't know if I would ever, not early on in my career, produce and direct something and try to be a lead actress as well. It was a lot of hats to wear. Learning lines and the way that I like to process myself to get really into character, it was very hard. It was always something lacking at one point, and it just showed me how important each individual part is to the process. You know, you can't just say, okay, I'm going to direct and I'm going to do this. You have to give it its due respect, each individual position.
You have a favorite?
Why would you ask me that? I would say for the film, yes, my favorite was directing. It was directing, because to be on the outside, to see the process brought to life, it was just like amazing. Like I really, really loved that process, even to the editing and to like original sound. Like, you know, we had someone that came in and composed the music, and, you know, and just to see how it was all come into play. And I didn't even know how to communicate what I want, but I knew how to communicate what I wanted. You know, I saw when things were like this little second is too much, or that little second is too long, or it's too short. Add something here, stretch it out there. Like I did not know what was happening to me, but it just felt like it was where I was supposed to be.
Anything that you like, okay, it was not where it was supposed to be at that moment?
I would have to say no, I don't think that I had that feeling at all throughout the entire experience. I enjoyed every moment, even the stress of it all. It was because I could take that stress because I'm doing something that I love to do. Yeah.
What makes you love this? What inspires you to make film? What inspires you to make art as an artist, as a filmmaker? Like what drives you?
What drives me is the opportunity to touch somebody. You know, and I don't want to sound cliche, but it is such a wonderful experience for someone to come up and tell you how what you've done and how you exposed yourself helped me to, you know, on my journey to freedom. And that's pretty much what Road to Freedom is about. It's about provoking you to making a thought-provoking change within your life. You know what I'm saying? And pushing you to that road to freedom. Because I feel like we all, you know, are on a journey of bettering ourselves. And and another thing, it's not like we will, it's not like that we'll get it all. You know, you have to always stay mentally open that there is always something that I'm going to be getting over. No matter how much I grow, there is always going to be something that I'm pushing toward to get better at. Yeah. So if I could do that, if I could put some positive content out there in the world that can uplift and empower and just say that I have a voice too, you know, and what I have to say, you know, it could help you, you know, because it helped me.
Any people that have helped you along the way? So what I mean by that, any other filmmakers or artists that you draw inspiration from?
Absolutely. Well, of course, we all have like famous artists and filmmakers that we can shout out, but I would like to give props to my mentor, Mark Harris. It's just so funny how you can connect with someone and how they can be so open to sharing the information that they have to help better you. And the one thing that I really loved and admired about him is that he never did it for me. He would push me to do it for myself, but he always stood alongside me to make sure that I wouldn't fall. So I could appreciate that because I felt like I was in charge, and I felt like I was able to gain the confidence I needed because I didn't have anyone who was actually doing it for me or trying to tell me what decisions to make. It was just suggestions, like you should think about it this way or that way. And I just felt that that was very helpful, and that's what helped me to push myself to, you know what, I could do it, I could direct. Even with the next journey of what I'm going into, he pretty much pushed me to do it because I thought he was going to do it. And he was like, no, I think you should. I was like, okay. So, yeah.
So, this film,
yes.
Road to Freedom,
yes.
is all about, if I'm hearing you right, about self-exploration and kind of like going through what you've been through.
Mm-hmm.
What has, and not like all the ups and downs, but just like general life. What has Tiffany Addison been through? Who are you?
Ooh, child.
You know, give me some backstory on Tiffany Addison.
Well, I am from Chicago, born and raised. It's so funny because when I went to school, I wanted to be an accountant, and then after that, I wanted to be a model, and you know, I kind of fell into acting. I remember one time I had sent out all this information to get agents and stuff like that, but that was because I wanted to be a supermodel. And then one day my agent sent me on an audition to a commercial, and I was like, well, what is this? And that's when it just all, changed for me. I just fell in love with creating and being able to live in characters and just all the information that you learn about the industry and how you could inspire and and uplift people, so yeah, and then I had to ask myself, if I never make any money, if I never become a celebrity, if I never go as far as what you see on TV, would I still want to do this? And it's like, yeah, I do. I'm gonna have to figure a way to make a living so I can do what I love to do.
What inspiration or advice would you give to aspiring actors or filmmakers, directors, writers, producers, any of them?
What I would say is, it starts with you. Be yourself. Don't get caught up in what is it that this person is looking for as far as an actress. What is it that that person is looking for as far as a director? Be yourself, because your individual self, have something to say. You have your message. So search and find your message and charge yourself to go out and spread that message.